You know that feeling when someone walks behind you at night? That instinctive tightening in your chest before you even turn around. Now imagine that same feeling hitting you on a lonely road with no lights, no houses, no cars, just darkness. At 9:47 p.m., a driver whispered to emergency services, "There's a woman in the middle of the road, but something about her is wrong." By the time police arrived 12 minutes later, the woman had vanished. Only fresh barefoot prints remained. They led into the forest, then stopped as if she'd been lifted into the air. This wasn't the first time Hollow Road stirred trouble. Locals avoided it. Too many stories. Too much silence. Our first witness, Daniel K., a 32-year-old mechanic, didn't believe any of it until the night he saw her. A woman standing perfectly still, hair covering her face, barefoot. Dress torn like she'd been running. When he asked if she needed help, she didn't move. Then she turned her head in a slow, unnatural twist. Daniel sped off and called police. More reports came in. A jogger saw a woman sprinting through the woods on all fours. Dogs refused to track her. Drones malfunctioned over the thickest parts of the forest. Officers kept hearing a woman crying, but could never locate the sound. What investigators didn't know was that Hollow Road already had a ghost in its history. In 1998, a woman named Lila Hart disappeared on that same stretch. No remains, no suspects. Just her abandoned car and a note saying, "Someone followed me." Locals claimed they heard screams for months and sometimes saw a woman asking for help before disappearing. 3 nights into the new investigation, a dashcam caught a blurry figure crossing the road. Slowed down, she looked gaunt, eyes wide, mouth open in a silent scream. The resemblance to Lila Hart was striking, except Lila would have been 52. The woman in the footage looked decades younger. On the 4th night, officers found a makeshift shelter deep in the forest. Torn cloth, a rusted bracelet matching Lila's. DNA confirmed it was hers. But the shelter wasn't old. Fresh fruit cores, a warm fire pit. Dozens of frantic footprints. Whoever was living there didn't want to be found. The investigation peaked at 3:18 a.m. when officers heard violent screaming. They rushed toward it and found a woman collapsed in mud. The same woman from the footage and the sightings. Shivering, terrified. Before she passed out, she whispered, "He never stopped following me." She died 2 hours later. Then came the twist. She wasn't Lila. Fingerprints, DNA. Dental records, nothing matched. This was someone else entirely. Someone who had been out there for years, unidentified, unaccounted for. And 2 nights after she died, multiple witnesses reported seeing another woman on Hollow Road. Same torn dress, same stillness, same impossible presence. To this day, nobody knows what really happened on that road. Was she running from someone, something? Or is Hollow Road itself part of the story? What investigators do know is simple. People still avoid that place. Not because of the legend, because too many people have seen her, and too many believe she's still waiting for the next person who slows down.